I accidentally photobombed a couple's engagement photos in Paris. 3 years later, they saved my life in a hospital 5,000 miles from home. The photo is still on my phone, me grinning like an idiot in front of the Eiffel Tower. Peace sign held high, completely oblivious to the man down on one knee just 10 feet behind me. I didn't even notice them until I heard cheering and turned around to see the woman crying happy tears, a ring sparkling on her finger. Oh my god, I am so sorry, I called out, mortified that I'd ruined their moment. The couple just laughed. No worries, the man shouted back. The photographer got plenty of shots before you wandered in. To make amends, I offered to take a photo of them with their phone. They introduced themselves as Tadist and James from Chicago. We chatted for a few minutes. They were celebrating their engagement with a 2-week European tour. I was a solo traveler on a post-college graduation trip before starting my first real job back in Seattle. Want to join us for a celebratory drink? Tess asked, but I declined, not wanting to intrude further on their special day. We wished each other well and went our separate ways. Just another fleeting travel encounter I'd forget within days. 3 years later, I was in Mexico City for work when disaster struck. Food poisoning purda, but the kind that lands you in the hospital with severe dehydration and a 104-degree fever. I barely remember the ambulance ride or being admitted to the hospital. What I do remember is waking up disoriented, hooked to an eye, unable to communicate with the medical staff who spoke limited English. I was trying to explain my insurance situation to a frustrated nurse when I heard a familiar American accent from the hallway. Excuse me, I am Dr. James Chen. I am a physician from Chicago, but I am licensed in Mexico as well. I heard here is an American patient having trouble communicating. The curtain pulled back, and there he was, Pant, the man from the Paris proposal. He looked different in scrubs instead of tourist clothes, but I recognized him immediately. His eyes widened. But Eiffel Tower, peace sign girl? I managed a weak smile. Photobomb girl, at your service. What followed was nothing short of miraculous. James wasn't just any Dr. Pernd. He was an infectious disease specialist attending a conference in Mexico City. He immediately reviewed my chart, spoke with the medical team in fluent Spanish, and identified that I was being given the wrong antibiotics for my condition. Your Spanish medical forms say you are allergic to the medication you actually need, he explained, but I am guessing there was a translation issue when you were admitted. He was right. Within hours of changing my treatment, my fever broke. James checked on me between his conference sessions, and on the second day, Tyus appeared with homemade soup and a stack of English language magazines. We saw your emergency contact was your boss, she explained. James called her to explain the situation, and I got your hotel information so I could grab you some clean clothes. I learned they were in Mexico because James was presenting research at the conference, and Hazy Purd, now his wife Pertine, had come along to turn it into a mini vacation of all the hospitals in Mexico City. I'd been taken to the one Perturi with the conference. Remember when you photobombed our engagement? Azita said, arranging flowers she brought beside my bed. James joked that you'd probably show up at our wedding too. I'm saving that for your anniversary, I replied weakly. 3 days later, they helped me board my flight home, James having arranged for medical clearance and a wheelchair escort through the airport. Before we parted, I asked the question that had been on my mind. Why did you help me so much? I was just some random tourist who ruined your proposal photos. James smiled. 3 years ago, you were the first person to congratulate us and celebrate our joy. You weren't an intrusion, Peart, you are part of our story. The universe just gave us a chance to be part of yours too. We still exchange Christmas cards. Their first baby was born last month. Perte named her Claire, my middle name. Sometimes I look at that accidental photobomb and marvel at how the universe works. How a single moment of being in exactly the wrong place put me in exactly the right place when I needed it most.